Hello, hello. Here is my second garden tour. And I think I have everything planted for the most part. So, first I have some strawberries right there. And then I have a tomatillo. It's a purple tomatillo, or so they say. Then I have a jalapeno plant and a purple jalapeno plant. I chopped off the top of this one and I left that one. And here I have a snack bell pepper, just like those little guys. And then I have a big Bertha plant here. And it has lots and lots of blooms, and my first bell pepper. And I was chopping off, or I was cutting them as I saw them come up, but now I'm just going to let them, I think. So in these pots, I also sprinkled today some beets. And then I have some zinnia, maybe, dahlia. And then there is a blushing beauty pepper. Another little guy. This plant's still so tiny that I'm just gonna take off all those flowers because I want it to grow bigger. Here's my Dr. Witch's tomato plant. And I put up this cattle panel, small hog panel thing. This one is my celebrity, I think. Paste tomato. Basil is coming back. I think these are radishes, or they might be a mix of radishes and morning glories. I don't know. We will see. Each one I pull up, it tastes like radish. So, here's my marigold. She fell over. Hopefully she blooms again. Here is my grape tomato. My cucumber baby is blooming. Hopefully there's not anything on there that is eating it. I don't know. Here's another flower. Here's the trellis I haven't finished yet for the cucumber, but I still have some time. Nova! Here is overview. Cardboard garden right there. Nova! Here's my Bubba girl. So this was a new project. This week I weeded this whole area about to where it is, and then I laid cardboard on the edges. And my goal, that's just going to block the weeds from growing into the garden. And then I am going to add some sort of pavers or edging to that. So right here, I planted a couple green beans. And then this is a spaghetti squash. And that little tiny thing is a cantaloupe. And then there's another one right there. That is something I have to cut out. I don't know, it's just a different plant. That's another spaghetti squash, those two. And then, in between those two, along the brick wall, I am going to grow some sunflowers. And they are, I used my hand as a guide from thumb to pinky wide. I think that might be about 4 inches off the top of my head. I'm not sure. Oh yeah. And then right here, I have the last of my little random stragglers. That is a Black Beauty tomato plant. That one is another one of those little peppers, the little lunch size ones. And that is Bright Lights chard. Swiss chard. I don't know how to cook that. I don't know what it tastes like. we'll see. So then over by the gate, I have this area, and the ground is very clay-like. So me and my mom had weeded this. I had weed similar to that grass like 4 weeks ago. And then since then, it has gotten very clayey, so I laid some organic compost along the edge, because right now that gets the most sun out of this section. So right here I am growing a couple more bean plants, because when the gate opens, I don't want any a vining situation. Then I have right here is a squash, yellow squash, and then right there is a pumpkin plant. Right there is a pumpkin plant, and those two right there are those chard plants that I have. And then all along this back area, I literally just tossed in the seeds for radishes, beets, and carrots, because my hope is that even though they might not develop very well because the soil is so hard, that they will grow down and break up the soil, and I will just amend them that way. And then later this week, I will come by through here and reweed and cut out just cut down those tree suckers. But yeah. And then I think that's it, but I'm just going to show real fast what I'm using this season. I have this Victory Garden seed collection that have all of these on them. My parents found them for $1 each bag, and then they each have tons of seeds in them. And then for fertilizer, I am using this all-purpose 462. We'll see how it is. I don't know if I've noticed anything different, but there's the shed. And here is Artie the artichoke. I can't figure out quite what makes him happy yet, but I am seeing these same dead leaves after like a week or two, and then but there's also new leaves, so there's quite a bit of new growth on there. Well, there's some new growth on there, so I think he's okay. I don't know, we'll see. But here is the overview of my cardboard garden. Stuff's dying underneath that, so that's working. It's great. But this is what I have right now in the backyard. There's Babe.